try to look cute. I've been at work and I just felt the conviction, okay, to make this video. And so I tried to look nice, but I don't know if it worked. My hair, had to cover it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Anyway, hey y'all, this is a sudden video. I know it wasn't expected. I didn't expect to make it, but I was at work and I was watching a video, and I was at work watching the news, and I'm like, maybe I should say something. I don't know, because it might sound crazy, to be honest, but here we are. So I wanted to make a video about December 21st. So I know if y'all heard about December 21st, or if you don't know, December 21st officially is a solstice. What the fuck is a solstice? So yeah, it's a solstice, and it's not in any type of solstice because it is also a conjunction. The planets Saturn and Jupiter are going to be aligning, and apparently people were saying, first people were saying that all the planets were gonna align in a straight line and da 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 da, and I was like, but now people are saying that Jupiter and Saturn are going to be aligning. And Jupiter, so if you study astrology, all the planets mean something. Like Mercury is how you get things done, Venus is how you love. I know Jupiter is your willpower and getting things done, I think, and Saturn is grounding, how you ground yourself. I'm not sure. Let me not even act like I'm astrologer 101. I don't really know, but it's a lot of people are saying. Do I know what I'm saying? Do I know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are saying it's supposed to be like black people only, I guess. Black people only. Sorry, white people. I don't know. Anyway, black people are supposed to be getting superpowers. Now, let me try to interpret this in the way that I think what this means, because of course niggas is not gonna wake up tomorrow and be like fucking or like, flipping this shit. I don't know, maybe niggas gonna be jumping out of windows and flying, but I don't think that's the case. So if we're talking about the quote-unquote superpowers that we're supposed to get, I feel like it's just the energy that's coming to the earth, because the earth first of all has been raising her vibration slowly and slowly, and we're coming out of the age of Pisces, because astrology is not only the day you were born, signs have to do with time periods as well. And for 2,000 years we was in the age of Pisces, which is the age of believing, and now we're going into the age of Aquarius, which is the age of knowing. So I guess like knowing all truths and knowing like what's really going on, or like just coming into yourselves and believing inner truths and knowing inner truths instead of believing what everybody else or media or schools teach us, because you don't know nothing. If you really think about it, you only know what they tell you. You only know what they tell you in school. You only know what you look up on Google, and they control everything. You think you're learning new things, or like you're learning outside of the government scope or your school scope, but really they control everything that you read and that you look up. So it's like, what do you really know? You only know what they want you to know, and you only know what they tell you. So we're moving out of that age and we're going into inner truth and, you know, inner truth and reality and, you know, togetherness and just, I don't fucking know. I sound so corny right now. Leave me alone. But, so when they say we're gonna get superpowers, I don't know if it's really gonna be like flying and all that fun stuff, but I know that humans used to be able to do more things than they can do now. You know, if you read or if you look up any like scientific articles, you would know that we only use like 3% of our brain. So I feel like when they say we're gonna get superpowers, that's just us being able to use more percentages of our brain. And I don't know what that's gonna come with. I don't know if that's gonna come with being able to fly or fucking teleport or read minds. I don't know. Maybe that's what that comes with. But I know humans before could use more, because we like to think that, like, you know, back then people were like living in huts and shit, and I feel like that's not the case. If you look at Egypt, niggas was not living in no damn huts. Niggas was building pyramids. How the fuck did they build that shit, heavy ass shit? Like, they had to have some special abilities. That shit is all, how tall is that shit? Like, it's so tall. And they was not doing that just being regular degular schmegular ass bitches. They had to have some type of something to do that. And I feel like we used to be, us as humans used to be able to use more of our brains. So I feel like that's what, like, kind of like December 21st is. And people are also talking about DNA unlocking DNA unlocking, and people regaining their memories. So what I mean like that is possibly past life memories or ancestral memories or like things like that, you know. But yeah, that's what I feel like December 21st would be like. It would just be coming into your true self, because humans right now are not their true selves. I don't believe so. And that is definitely our fault as a society. Our potential is lessened because of the foods that we eat, the way our school system be dumbing kids the fuck down. We don't even go outside no more. We be on our phones. We be on social media all fucking day. We don't read. Nobody fucking knows anything. I remember Chris Rock said, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a damn book. You could put $100 in a book and nobody will ever open that book to see it's $100 in there. Nobody reads no more, you know? So I feel like this is what's gonna happen. But you guys gotta understand this. Another thing you gotta understand, all these people I see on Twitter posting about superpowers and superpower this and superpower that and Niggatron and all that. Let me tell you something. If you get these quote unquote superpowers or that Kundalini awakening, because that's another thing. That's another thing that I feel like would be the equivalent of superpowers that people keep on talking about. If you don't know what Kundalini is, Kundalini energy, everybody fucking has Kundalini in their bodies. Most people don't awaken their Kundalini. You don't get, you first of all, you usually don't get Kundalini awakenings until you are like 30 years old. So like, yeah, around that age, but time is becoming faster. So kids as young as 13 and 14, and kids are most connected to that spiritual side because, you know, they just came from the spiritual realm. They just were born. So kids are more connected, and they're the ones having the Kundalini awakenings right now because they're more in tune. But that Kundalini energy is the energy that's inside. It starts at the base of your spine, kind of where your, for a woman it would be your uterus, I think, where your root chakra is. And then for men it would be under your belly button or on top. I think so. I don't fucking know. But in that area, in that genital area, that's where your root chakra would be and where your kundalini starts. Now, when you have a kundalini awakening, you know, usually how most people experience kundalini is hypersexuality, because it starts in the root chakra and the second chakra. It doesn't, most times it doesn't go, your kundalini doesn't go higher than your second chakra, which has to do with sex. So when most people experience kundalini, it's with or either a sudden urge to have sex or like just hypersexual feelings. But your kundalini can be raised all the way to the top of your head, your third eye. And once you get control of your kundalini, you could do many things. Anything is possible. That's the highest point of manifestation. That's the highest point of knowing. That's ability to heal, ability to move on, zero attachments. That's all that good stuff, you know? So when people start moving their kundalini, they get a knowingness. They have great intuition, you know? So I feel like that's what that is too. People are going to be having that kundalini awakening is going to happen for a lot more people on this solstice. But let me say, what I was trying to say before I started talking about kundalini was that it's not all fun and games. You might experience this kundalini awakening, but that comes with other stuff too. If you talk to people who are quote unquote, I guess you could say, enlightened, or like have had kundalini awakenings or are starting to like heal their bodies, it's not fun. You get nauseous, you have food aversions, shit that you used to eat. You think you're gonna have this kundalini awakening and go back to eating fast food every day, fried chicken every day? No, you will eat that shit and want to throw up, because your body doesn't want it no more, because your body wants life, food with life. Your body is tired. When you get this kundalini awakening, your body is gonna say no to fear foods. That's what fried chicken, fast food, all these fried oil, heavy dense starch foods, that's fear foods that leave you feeling worse than, you know, than you did before you ate them. So yeah, it's not gonna be the same. And then what else happened to me? But I feel like that's from the shrooms. But I feel like you're gonna start having like, you're not gonna approach life the same way. You're not gonna approach life the same way, and you're gonna have to deal with your shadows. Kundalini awakening comes with the dealing with the emergence of your shadows. You're gonna have to deal with the shit that you be hiding from yourself. It's not gonna be all fun and games. You cannot run your kundalini through your body if you do not connect with your heart chakra. That's the portal. Your heart chakra is the portal between higher self and lower self. It's right in the middle. You have your root, sacral, solar plex, and then your chakras your heart chakras in the middle. Love, you always have to, you know, you always have to be in touch with that heart space, that love space. That's where healing happens. That's where manifestation happens. That's where wealth and health, everything is in the heart chakra, because nothing can happen without it. You don't get to your higher self without going through your heart chakra. So all y'all who don't like talking about your emotions, you can say, don't worry about the superpowers. You're not going to be able to handle that shit. Because you're going to have, first of all, I don't even know if you have a choice. Like, it's coming. I don't know how it's going to work for everybody. I don't know, you know, how it stands for people who understand Kundalini energy and chakras and how it doesn't. But it's coming regardless. So you're gonna have to deal with all that stuff that you've been pushing down, it's gonna come up and it's going to kill some people. Like, it's not gonna be fun. People think, oh, I'm about to be Niggatron, shooting niggas, flying and shit. Is that's funny, yeah, and I mean, but it's not gonna be like that. I don't think so, if it does happen. And let me tell you another thing. So if you've been watching the news, they are talking about fucking Russia. They say Russia hacked America, and that they said that Russia hacked America, and they were stealing all their information or something, or all our information, and that they were affecting the cell towers and the electricity. That something can happen to the electricity. Let me tell you something right now. Russia, first of all, this Russian American beef is fake. It's fake as fuck. Literally, it's a distraction. 1, 2. This EMP. So what's happening is the planets aligning. This, I watched a video on this. I don't know if it's correct. This is a theory, okay? Before I even say anything, it's a theory. But the planets aligning is going to cause a gamma ray, and so this gamma ray is going to knock out all electricity. So tomorrow, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to watch this video. Watch it today, okay? this upgrade, or like, you know, energy, kundalini energy, or solstice, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that is coming. It comes with a gamma ray. I don't really know what a gamma ray is. I'm about to tell you right now, but all the electricity is going. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to go ahead of it. Literally, they know everything that's gonna happen before it happens. And if you are in tune and you know what's gonna happen, you can tell when they bullshitting on the news. I don't know if they're bullshitting, but I really feel like this is not because of Russia. How is Russia gonna knock out all the electricity in the world for 3 days? Because that's how long it's gonna last, because the solstice lasts 3 days. Right now, they're trying to do damage control, because when the electricity comes out and nobody, like, they're gonna be like, what happened? But they're not gonna tell you, oh, it's gamma ray from outer space and cosmic energies are aligning and trying to break our matrix. They're not gonna say that. They're gonna say, oh, it's Russia doing some bullshit, da-da-da-da. No. Okay, but it's not Russia. I'm telling y'all right now, this is the day before it happens. You can see my light. The electricity is on. I don't know though. I don't know. Don't phone me though. But like, I was watching, I was connecting. I'm like, these motherfuckers. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm just saying. And then the government, that's another thing I saw. The government was supposed to shut down. So let me tell you, it's about to be crazy, because if the electricity's out and the government shuts down, they're shutting down for a reason, because they know once the electricity goes out, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. And niggas gonna be out here, they don't want nobody in that government building, because you know the first people be going you niggas come, the first people niggas gonna be shooting is them fucking Congress people, because they out of pocket. We all know these Congress people do not have our best interests at heart, and they all out of pocket. So they're shutting the government down because the reason why they're saying on the news is because some coronavirus stuff, they're running out of money or something. I don't even know, but apparently the government's supposed to shut down, but they're saying, oh no, we have it under control. But let me tell you, when this electricity comes out, the government is gonna be like, who are you gonna go to? The government's going to be shut down. All governmental services are going to be shut down. I don't know about the police. You won't even be able to call the police if the power is out. But it's going to be the purge, I feel like. Because if first of all, electricity's out, just think about it. People with no electricity, no way to contact anybody, you know you can't do nothing. People are going to start going into these stores, raiding, doing all this stuff. And then they're always talking about Trump this, Trump that, Trump's Proud Boys. They're gonna start shooting shit up because there's no rules. And then on top of that, another thing that I heard, so I really feel like it's gonna be the purge in America. I don't know if America's gonna see 2021. I don't want to sound bleak. I don't want to sound bleak, and I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to be right, y'all. I don't want to be right. I'm not pressed on being right and none of that. But I just feel like I'm just watching the news and everything they're saying. I'm just like, so the government, the Russia is doing this fake ass fucking hack that's gonna take off all the electricity, or could Mitt Romney, who I saw in the news, he's saying it could affect our light towers and our cellular connection and da 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 da. That's what he said, and I was like, wait, okay. And then I heard about the gamma ray that was supposed to take off all the electricity. I was like, okay. And then people have been saying like it's gonna be a time, like it's about to be the purge. Like how does this purge set off? Let me tell you, the electricity goes out, the government shuts down because that's what they're gonna do. They're acting like they have issues right now and da da da. So they said, oh, maybe the government's gonna shut down. So now it is gonna shut down, and people are gonna start going wild because it's like, okay, maybe you need like people. You never know how people are gonna act if everybody in the country. I don't know if it's gonna be in the world. I mean, okay, let me say this: if it's a gamma ray that's supposed to hit Earth, then of course it should be everybody in the world. Now, if it's just United States, then that's the bullshit. If it's just in the United States power that comes out, then I don't know what to say. It's not Earth, that's something else. But if everybody's in the world power, because that's what's supposed to happen, everybody in the world's power is supposed to shut off, and all you have is you and the niggas in your house and your family. That's it. So, and I feel like maybe people are gonna act right at first, but like if this, I don't know how long it's gonna take for that power to come back, but it's gonna go out. And I feel like on top of the government being shut down, all those things mixing together, and it's already a hostile environment in our country, niggas is just gonna be like, fuck it, everything. And then on top of that, people keep on saying Trump keeps on saying that he don't want to leave office. And then other conspiracies, I don't know if this is true, that people have been saying, oh, Trump is going to be our last president. Like, it's prophecy, Trump's going to be our last president. So it's like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that really mean? So I feel like from tomorrow to the end of the year, we got to pray, love each other, get it together. Like, we cannot act like crazy ass people just because we don't have a government. We need to show that we don't need a government and that we can handle ourselves by ourselves, okay? Because what has government done for us, really? $600. Niggas can't pay their bills. Niggas' kids is starving, and they giving us $600. So do we really need them? Think about that shit. Anyway, so if you're gonna take anything from this video, one, I don't know if we're really getting superpowers, but I know that our awareness and our intuition and our, just being as a people may increase our brain percentages. How much we control our minds is going to increase. And if we do get powers, it's not going to be all fun and games. People know when you heighten your vibration, it's not all fun and games. You have to deal with a lot of shadow work. All the things that you've been hiding from yourself, all your shadows that you've been keeping inside your body that you don't want to tell people, you don't want to express, all those feelings of unworthiness and lack of self-love that you've been pushing down, that shit's gonna come up, okay? And you gotta know how to deal with it. There's gonna be a Kundalini energy awakening. If you don't know what Kundalini is, I explained it before, but look it up. And the government is trying to cover all of these things up with the fake ass Russia turning off our power and government shutdown. They know what's coming. The news is not real. It's fake. That's why Trump keeps on calling it fake news. I don't want to be on his side right now because he's a part of the Matrix too. But it's all fake. It's all fake. Have a good night. I love y'all. This video I didn't want it to be 24 minutes, but here we are.